I can't tell you how many new brands there are in pickleball, and it's my day job. But I can tell you that this new brand, Avoura, and their debut paddle are like nothing you've ever seen before. Let's take a deep dive into legend of the game Steve Dawson's latest project and one of my favorite paddles to date, the Avoura Rhapsody 13. The Rhapsody's dimensions classify it as what's known as a wide body shaped paddle. And those trade a little bit of the reach for a wider, more forgiving face, almost like a table tennis paddle. Attached to that face is a really well-constructed 5¼ inch handle that happens to be patented, and we'll get into more of the reasons why that is a little bit later. It has a thin 13mm core, as the name suggests, but it's underneath the edge guard in this unique, novel perimeter weighting system Avoura uses, where things get really interesting. The Rhapsody has a standard static weight around 8 ounces, but it's the really high twist weight and low swing weight that stand out here. Twist weight measures how much force it takes to actually twist the paddle, and a higher twist weight indicates more stability. The Rhapsody's high twist weight gives it a huge sweet spot. Now, at the same time, swing weight measures how much force it takes to actually swing the paddle, and the low swing weight of the Rhapsody makes it incredibly easy to swing quickly, making it a serious threat in hands battles, one of my favorite parts of the game. Now, while it looks like the head of an extraterrestrial being, there's real science behind the aesthetic of the Rhapsody. The Made in America paddle actually has a patented shape specifically designed to be widest at the sweet spot of the paddle. Working with that shape is the precisely applied perimeter weighting compound Avoura injects into the open honeycomb cells before they apply their edge guard. So the Rhapsody is not thermoformed, and it has no built-in carbon fiber frame or foam perimeter. So this injected compound serves to unlock the perimeter weighting benefits of a thermoformed edge with the durability benefits of classic paddle construction. Like I mentioned earlier, another detail on the Rhapsody is this patented handle tech that makes all 5¼ inches usable. And they do this by attaching the edge guard to the handle in a unique way that gives the handle a really premium, refined feel, especially for a non-thermoformed molded handle. Where the rubber meets the road, how this paddle played on court. So disclaimer, I love standard and wide body paddles, so the Rhapsody fit right into my game easily. Though even I had to take a few games to adjust to the 15½ inch length, and I found myself hitting the top edge guard when I wasn't really focusing, but once I dialed in the length of the paddle, this thing came alive, and the maneuverability benefits far outweighed length when it came to me. The 13mm core and face layers work together for some serious pop that reminds me of some other Made in America raw carbon fiber paddles that are popular these days, so drives, serves, and putaways felt aggressive, but not uncontrollable. Gen 1 paddle builds typically fall short of thermoform paddles in one key area, and that is forgiveness. And while the Rhapsody didn't outperform some of the top thermoform paddles on the market in that category, for me, it really held its own thanks to its perimeter weighting system, maybe one of the top Gen 1 paddle sweet spots on the market. After a few days of serious play, even in the cold, I was able to dial in the Rhapsody's pop for resets, dings, drops. And while this paddle isn't a soft game specialist, it's controllable enough to consistently get to the kitchen line and compete where it really comes alive. The Rhapsody's superpowers are speed ups and counterattacks. The low swing weight and short profile make it lightning fast to go from 0 to 60, and you can really be creative and daring with your attacks, knowing that the paddle is fast enough to get back into position for the counter. Players who want that ping pong feel at the net are gonna absolutely love this paddle. The Dawson family knows pickleball, and I'm not surprised at all that the Rhapsody has all the pieces to compete at a high level. That being said, this paddle is not for everyone. Those who prefer elongated paddles will have a tougher time adjusting to this wide body shape. I will say for me, some weighted tape at the top of the paddle gave more forgiveness on higher hits without driving up the swing weight too much. Fortunately, the Rhapsody has a lot of swing weight to work with, and Avoura is nice enough to include some along with a paddle face cleaner and a ball and a nice boxed package, so you have everything you need to customize the paddle to your heart's content. Now, this paddle is for creative attackers, counterpunchers, and those who want a paddle that will last a long time with great performance. The Rhapsody will likely become your best friend if you fall into that category, just like it has for me.